What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the AT4 Overland Bound channel. Today we are going to be doing an updated rig review of my 22 GMC Canyon AT4. Now, it's been just over a year since we did the last rig review and quite a bit has changed. I'm sure if you've followed the channel long enough or even followed me on Instagram, you probably have seen some of the changes I've made, but we're going to go into that in detail today. And as always, I am joined by Ken from Varsity Overland, who's hiding over there right now. But he's going to help me do a little bit of the filming, and we'll check things out and see how the rig's doing. So let me get most of it opened up and get some things taken off, and then we'll start going over the truck piece by piece. Alright, got everything opened up now. So we're just going to recap some of the things that stayed the same, but I'm going to go in some detail about all the new additions we made to the truck. So for now, we're going to pass the camera off to Ken, and he's going to do most of the filming. Are you ready, sir?
Oh, I was born ready. I'm going to make you look good.
Alright, so regarding livability and camping stuff, the awning and tent have stayed the same. I'm still rocking Overland vehicle systems. Everything is still mounted on my Voodoo Fabrications Max Module bed rack, and I still have my rotor packs, obviously. So, some new additions to my livability and my camping stuff. So obviously you saw as I opened up the Gazelle earlier, I recently got the G5 hub to provide us a little extra shade and protection from bugs. So I still have my front runner boxes as well, the one that I use for all my kitchen and cooking stuff, and then the general camping box. The difference between now and the last video is the way I mount these, but we'll get into that later. If you want to see more detail about the stuff that I have had on the truck since the very beginning, make sure you check out my last video, which I'll link somewhere up here. Never know where it is. Neither does Ken, that's why he's smiling behind the camera. But we'll move on to the new stuff. So the newest addition for livability and camping is my 23.0 Kelsser Shower Suite. This thing actually came in handy during our most recent trip to Virginia, which you should check out those videos. I'll also link that one. It's 2 parts. Part 1 is already out. Part 2 will be coming. So how is this mounted? Well, it's mounted on a roof rack, which I did not have last time. So let's talk about that. Alright, so one of my newest sponsors is actually Martin Offroad, and they provided me with their roof rack. I was very excited for them to offer me this roof rack, and once I got it all installed, I love the way it looks on my truck. Now, you might recognize the design. It is very similar to another brand out there, but I think this roof rack works very well with my truck. And it has allowed me to obviously change the way that I mount certain things and the way I equip things onto my truck. So, I talked about the front runner boxes and how I still have those. The way I mount them now is I got the front runner storage chalks for the box, along with their elastic, like bungee ropes. So that allows me to put the boxes up on top and have them nice and secured. They don't move one bit. In between those 2 boxes, I don't know if you saw, that's where I have the Gazelle mounted when it's not all opened up. And obviously, that is how the shower suite is mounted. And right behind it, I don't know if you can see it, but I'll get a good shot of it, is my water port. So in my last rig review video, I had the Growler propane tank from Ignit, but recently I also got their fire can. And this has been very helpful, obviously, when we're in locations where there is either no fire ring present or open flame fires are not allowed. So this allows you to remain in compliance and still have a fire to stay warm. One item that's fairly new since the last rig review video is something that I'm kind of proud of. I made a homemade storage drawer system for the back of my truck. And it holds a lot of the miscellaneous items that I would usually bring to camp or bring on a trip, but they would kind of just be loose in the bed of the truck. Now, I mentioned a place with no fire rings, and that's where this comes in handy. It's the fire binder portable fire ring, and I made a video about that, so I'll make sure to include that. But also be on the lookout, because I will soon be getting the version 2 of this fire ring that fire binder will be sending me. One item that I had during my last rig review was Van Ultra's locking RTT mount. However, it was the first edition, the version 1. This is actually their version 2, and I did a full review video on it if you want to check it out. It definitely helps to keep your tent secured and locked, and helps you be proactive against theft. Alright, now we're going to move into functionality and, performance enhancements that I've made since the last rig review. Starting up on the roof rack, I have a brand new S8 light bar from Baja Designs. Now, we all know that performance-wise, each light bar or each light adds like 5 horsepower or so, and obviously lights before lockers, come on now. I got it in the white spot so that I can throw that extra light out ahead of me, especially on those long, dark, wooded roads. My pillar lights are the LP4s, again from Baja Designs, and those are in your amber driving combo. And then most recently, I decided that the fog lights for the GMC Canyon are pretty horrible. They unfortunately don't work that well, and they don't throw light the way I want them. So I ended up getting the S2 SAE fog light, so they are road compliant, and they actually are very bright, and I love the way they look. So, something I didn't have last rig review was max tracks. Now, I had recovery boards, and if you remember, I had like this little knob screw thing that I had to, it was a pain in the ass. It worked, but I have now upgraded to max tracks with their actual max track brand mounting system. Very easy. You twist it, and they come off. I don't know if you remember in the last one, but it took me almost a minute to get those things on and secured. But now when I'm done using them for either mounting leveling the vehicle or helping myself get unstuck, I just put them right back on, twist my knobs, and we're good to go. Alright, so continuing on with functionality and performance of my rig, the biggest upgrades that I have done since my last review are my wheels and tires and my suspension. So, I went with the Icon alloy thrust wheel, and they are wrapped in 33-inch General Tire Grabber X3s. Now, in order to fit these, I needed to upgrade my suspension, obviously. I went with Icon Vehicle Dynamics suspension, and it's the Stage 2. It's adjustable from 1.75 to 3 inches. So we put it up to 3 inches to be able to get these 33s to fit. Still had a little bit of a rubbing, but it's no issue there. In the rear, what I did was we added a 2-inch leaf block in order to kind of match it, and I also have an add-a-leaf in there now as well. So that brings, even when I'm fully loaded, that brings the back of the truck up just a little higher than the front. So it's not totally level, but it has a good stance to it. Other than that, that's about it for this rig review. Let me know if you enjoyed the changes that I've made to my vehicle and the upgrades that I've done. The vehicle has performed super well since adding everything, and it has made hitting the trails and camping so much easier, and I truly enjoyed it. Now, a little shameless plug here. If you've enjoyed everything you've seen on my vehicle, the wheels, the lights, the rack, the 23.0 shower suite, all of this stuff you can get at Northeast ORV in Portland, Connecticut. It is my trusted shop. They sponsor me. I'm also one of 2 ambassadors. The person behind the camera is their other ambassador. So obviously make sure to check him out and follow him. But that's it. Let me know what you think. And until the next video, stay adventurous.